So just coming onto your mat today, any comfortable seat will do. You can have your legs crossed. You can sit up on a block. You can even sit up on your shins on a block if that would give you a little bit more space. Just allow the body to settle here. Maybe a few deep breaths in through the nose. Big open mouth sigh, let it all go. You have made it to your mat. Often this is the hardest part of the practice of yoga. If you've made it here on a Monday or whatever day, anytime you can, it's a big opportunity to give yourself a little bit of grace. Maybe the eyes are closing and maybe the hands are folding in your lap or they're resting palm down onto your thighs. Take a few more breaths, big and deep and long. Fill all the way up and just let everything go. Feel the shoulders drop back and away from the ears. Big sigh. And after a few rounds, allow the lips to seal and the mind to become still. Focusing your awareness on the steady, easy coming and going of your breath. Maybe you notice the qualities of your breath here. Does it feel cool and light and airy? Or perhaps a little sticky and warm? Feel this sense of no judgment on the breath. Whatever it is, let it be. None of it is better or worse. It simply is. After a few rounds of noticing, perhaps you can begin to take your breath in a little bit more of a container, counting the inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the top for 2, 1. And exhale through your nose, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the bottom here in your emptiness for 2, 1. Again, inhale, rise and fill up. Pausing for 2. And exhale for 4. Pausing for 2 at the bottom. Inhale for 4. Pause for 2. And exhale for 4. Pausing at the bottom for 2. Take just a couple more rounds of that breath on your own. 4, 2, 4, 2. Notice the natural shifting of your bones with the breath. The lifting of the ears and the chest. The crown of the head getting taller. On the inhale, with the exhale, grounding your hips onto whatever surface you find your hips on. And if the mind is still, even now, kind of struggling to settle just on the singular thought of your breath coming and going, remind yourself that that too is the practice. Allowing the mind chatter to come along for the ride, even if it's not exactly as we would like it to be during this dedicated time on our mat. But if you can, just allow it to settle just a little bit more. Allowing the heart and the mind here to fully catch up with the body on your mat. Begin to flutter the eyes open. Take your next inhale as you sweep the hands out wide and up overhead. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And palms land together, lower them in front of the heart. Bow your chin to your chest. Feel the length of the back of your neck. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Interlace your fingers. And on your inhale, sweep the palms forward and then up overhead. And exhale, elbows wide, high to low cactus. Good. Inhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. Exhale, interlace the fingers again. Inhale, press the palms away and lift them up high. And exhale, high to low cactus, feeling the broadness across your chest. One more round just like that. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Inhale, press away, maybe even rounding into the upper back as you lift up. And exhale, cactusing as you release. Come on forward onto your hands and your knees. Spreading the fingers wide. Stay committed to this rhythm of your own natural breath here. Easy come, pause between, and easy go as you start to invite your cat and dog tilt here. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone. Exhale to tuck and round, chin to your chest, dig into all 10 fingertips. Inhale again, dropping the heart between the shoulders. And exhale to tuck and round. Continuing here with your breath, maybe you slow it down, maybe you speed it up. Move in the direction of your heart's calling here. If that invites you to bring some organic and free form movement, then let that come. Think about 5 more cycles of breath. You have all the time in the world here. You can keep it really, really simple. You can make it big and grand. Whatever feels like what your body needs right here to take that last bit to arrive. And then eventually you'll start to bring your spine back into a neutral, long length here. So the low belly drop in and the waist get long on both sides of your body. Tuck the toes under and extend the right leg long. Take a little rock here back and forth, stretching into the calf and the sole of the foot. And pick up the toes, lifting the heel in line with your hips, and possible to extend your left arm straight out ahead. Notice what happens in your right shoulder if you kind of start dipping in, or maybe you kind of sway into the low back. Try to maintain the integrity of the long and straight spine here. So press through that right shoulder, lift through your inner right thigh, and draw the belly button in. Steady inhale. And steady exhale, round elbow to knee, tucking underneath the belly. Inhale to reach long. And again, exhale, round in. Inhale, take it really long here. This time, bend into the right foot, reach the toes up to the sky. And you can sweep the left hand back if you'd like. Reach for the foot. Get into that quad stretch, stretching into the front of your left shoulder here. Breathe in fully. And exhale, release without slingshotting. Left hand back to the earth. Round the right knee into the chest. And lower that right knee down. Maybe one more round of cat and cow here in between. Turn the palms up toward the face and the fingertips back toward your knees, stretching into the wrists here. And taking both at the same time might be a little intense, and that's okay if you want to just do one at a time. A little gentle rock of the hips back. Something else I like to do here is to tap one finger at a time to my thumb. And bring in a little bit more of the smaller wrists, tendons. And then you'll start to come on back. Fingertips come out to the side. Now rock gently side to side. As you come over to the right, and you're just before you start to push back over to the left, dig into all of your right fingertips and then let that push you over to the left. Notice how much strength that gives you into your wrist. Do the same thing over to the right. Awesome. So then we'll come on back to neutral, fingertips aiming toward the front of the mat, fingertips wide, and we'll send the left foot back, a little gentle rock here. And then we'll start to lift those left toes off of the mat, extend the right arm out straight ahead. Again, that same check-in. Notice where you might kind of be sagging in the body. Feel the integrity of your bones as you use your muscles to support you here. So long in the sides of your waist. Left toes aiming down toward the floor. Breathe in for length. And exhale, round and curl. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, tuck and round. Last one, take it long. Here we are. We'll bend the left knee, reach the toes up toward the sky. You can stay right here or sweep the right hand back for the toes. And kick as you open into the chest. Don't hold your breath here. And resist the urge to slingshot as you release. Right hand down, left knee to the chest. Both knees down. One round of cat and cow. And take the knees wide, big toes together to touch. Child's pose here. I like to bend my elbows out wide and bring the palms to stack under my forehead here. But if you have another option or variation that you prefer here, please feel free to take it. Landing here with just a little bit of movement. Notice where the breath has gone. If it has started to become more powerful, a little bit more in the forefront of your attention and awareness, or if it's been lost altogether. And again, try to bring it back to that steady, easy come, easy go. Let's walk the fingertips over to the left, coming off of the mat and onto the floor. Draw the right hip back. Fill the entire length of your body from the right pinky tip all the way down to the right hip. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Keep the chest low as you switch sides, both hands coming over to the right. Draw the left hip back. Reach out through the left pinky, fanning through your ribs as you inhale. And getting heavier as you exhale. Come on, back to center. Begin to make your way toward downward facing dog. However you like to get there. Maybe you roll up. Tuck the toes. Take the hips all the way up and back. And begin to walk it out here. Bending into one knee and then the other. Keep pressing into both hands and into all of your fingertips. Feeling the tailbone get higher. Maybe you even bend into the knees. Let go of the weight of the head, maybe even drawing your chin toward your chest. Breathe fully in. And as you exhale, begin to tiptoe your feet toward your hands. Take as many steps as you like. And then come into ragdoll when you get there. Hands can come to opposite elbows. Feet can be hip distance wide or even wider. Let go of the weight of your head. Let the shoulders just slump forward. All of you just spilling out of your trunk here. Softening the deep underbelly here. Maybe you're kind of allowing a little bit of buoyancy in your knees by bending and straightening here. And release your fingertips to the earth. Heel toe your feet a little closer together. And lift up into a flat back. Fingertips can come to your shins. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Full inhale. Exhale, soften the knees and fold it in. Take two more just like that with your own breath. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, soften and bow. One more as you inhale. And exhale, bend your knees deeply. Get your weight heavy in your heels. And as you rise up, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, high to low cactus. Inhale, hands together in front of your heart. Exhale, interlace your fingers just like we did before. Inhale, press the hands away, round into the upper back. Breathe in and out. Next inhale, lift the arms up to the sky, find a gentle back bend. And exhale, high to low cactus. Putting this together with your breath. Inhale, hands to the heart. Interlace the fingers here and exhale, press the palms away, rounding into the upper back. And then inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, high to low. Relaxing in the shoulders. Let's take one more round. Inhale, hands to the heart. Interlace the fingers and exhale, press the palms away. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, high to low. Let the arms stay down by your sides here as you feel the strength of power rising up through your feet. Lengthening down through the tailbone, drawing the low belly in and out to support the lift of your heart directly underneath the crown of your head. You might even have begun to cultivate your Ujjayi pranayama, your victorious breath with a slight constriction in the back of your throat. And you can keep that for the rest of class if you would like. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and flutter them open. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step both feet back, finding a tall plank here. Arms are straight. Legs are strong. Squeeze the glutes. Lengthen the tailbone down toward the heels. And notice if you're really, really doming into the upper back. Some would say this is the correct plank, but I will invite you to challenge yourself to use more of your body here. So soften the collarbones slightly toward the front edge of your mat, still lifting the back of the heart. But now your low, deep core can work to support you here. And it's not all in your shoulders. Soften the length in the sides of your neck. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, lower as slowly as you can. Elbows graze the side of your ribs. Untuck your toes. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Draw your heels toward each other. And lean the heart forward as you lift into a baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under. Press the hips back to the heels for a break in child's pose. Take one full breath in here. Feel the expansion of your ribs and the back body. Open the mouth, let it go. Take what you need here. Maybe it's a little bit of rocking side to side. Maybe it is stillness. You've got 3 breaths. Let the forehead melt down to the earth. And then when you feel like the time is right, make your way to downward facing dog. Breathing fully. Come high onto the toes. Exhale, bend your knees. And step or float your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow it in. Inhale, rise all the way up, hands to the sky. And exhale, hands together right in front of your heart. Sink the hips down as you take the arms high. Big inhale. Take a look down, make sure you can still see your toes. Doesn't matter if your feet are directly together or if they are a little bit apart, as long as your knees are doing the same thing. Lengthen down through the tailbone, soften the shoulders away from your ears, unclench your jaw. Sink the hips just a little deeper. And as you exhale, belly to thighs, let the hips go high, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step both feet back. Full breath in here at the top. And exhale, lower everything to the mat. Untuck the toes, heels draw together. And as you lift the chest this time, also lift the feet. Squeeze into the glutes. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes. And make your way either to child's pose or downward facing dog, where you'll be for 3 breaths. Nice job. Take another inhale. Let it all go. Last one. Step the right foot to the top of your mat. Spin the left heel down. And if you like to shorten your stance for warrior 1, I like to sometimes. Just bring your left foot a few inches forward as you rise up. Bend into the right knee. And if balance is a factor for you today or any day, you can always widen your stance by heel toeing that right foot a little further out, especially if you have more space in the hips in your body. Keep really planting your left heel down, lengthening through the tailbone and lifting the heart. Take your hands as you drop them back behind your hips, interlacing the fingers open through the heart as you take your next inhale. And exhale, bow to the inside of your right knee. You're not so much dumping your weight onto the front thigh. You're still pressing evenly into both feet, trusting your legs, letting go of the weight of your head. Humble warrior. Embody all that it is. Full exhale, let it go. Release the hands to the earth. And step the right foot back to downward facing dog. Big inhale. As you open the mouth, stick out your tongue for the exhale all the way. And step your left foot to the top of your mat. Right heel plants down. Rise up, warrior one. Find your steady stance. And release the hands behind your hips. Open through the heart. And exhale, bow forward to the inside of your left knee. Unclench your jaw. Release your fingertips to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale high onto the toes. Roll the body forward into your plank. And as you lower down, belly all the way to the earth. Tuck the toes. Draw the heels together. Lift the heart and the feet. Exhale, lowering down. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. You want to lower the knees for a child's pose. You can do that. Be fully in where you are. You make the choice. Committing to be all the way in. Take one more breath. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Big lion's breath here. Inhale high onto the toes. Make your way to the top of your mat. Folding in once you get there. Inhale, rising up, hands to the sky. And exhale, hips lowering into chair pose. Softening the shoulders away from your ears. Take an inhale to lift through the fingers, and as you exhale, sweep the hands back toward your heels, lower the chest halfway. Think about a cobra chest here. So once you lower forward, roll the shoulders back. So it might even help to roll the palms out. Yes. Lengthen out through both sides of your neck. Sink the hips even lower. And inhale, stand all the way up, sweep the hands forward. Exhale, take it down and back. With your breath once more, inhale. Exhale. Lower the hands to the earth. Step the feet wide, toes out, heels in. Drop it into your malasana here. So especially if your hips are feeling a little tight today, you can always take a block and set it right here underneath your hips. Focus here a little bit more on not using the elbows to crank the knees out, but rather pressing more weight into the outer edges of your feet. It might even lift your hips a few inches. Yeah. Lengthen through the spine. Press palm to palm. Lift out through the crown of your head. Another breath in. Another breath out. Always coming and going. We remain present and still in center. Last steady breath in here. And release your hands to the earth. Lift the hips high. Remove your block. So your feet are going to stay wide here. Hands come to the inside of your feet, even if you bend into your knees. And let's step the left foot to the back of your mat. Lower the left knee, finding a deep lizard here. I love all the variations of lizard. So if you have one that you really want to sink into, please feel free. I have two that I'll offer today. The first is really staying up on your hands, lifting the back knee, and try not to let that right knee fall out. Really, rather hug it into that right shoulder. Soften the spine and lengthen the heart. I guess that would be backwards. Soften the heart and lengthen the spine. Another option is to float here, taking the right arm underneath that right thigh and sweep your hands out wide. You might keep the fingertips down, you might float them up. Steady your breath. And we'll all begin to slowly make our way back. Hands to the earth, lifting the heart. And begin to heel toe that right foot to center as you take your hips back into a half split. Hands might be on blocks here. Spread the toes wide, roll them back toward the shin. We'll walk it forward. Pick up that back knee and spin the heel all the way down this time as you open up to warrior two. Making sure that you have heel to arch alignment. The right knee is leaning out, so you're really using that right glute muscle to deepen into the hip. Soften the shoulders over the hips. Use your next exhale to settle just a tad deeper. Breathing in, breathing out. Flip your front palm and sweep it up high. Straighten your right leg and really lean on back. And settle back, warrior two. Take one more just like that with your breath. Inhale, reach. And exhale, come on back. Right elbow down to the right knee, left arm reaches up and over, extended side angle. Now you can take this just as I have, with the left bicep up by the ear, really leaning back as if the most supportive friend has their hand gently placed on the back of your heart. You could just reach your left hand straight up to the sky. You could also drop it back behind and tuck it into that right hip pocket. Full and steady breath here. Where are you holding on and gripping? For me, it's always in my jaw and my neck, so an invitation to soften there. Last exhale. Inhale, sweep your left arm up and over, round it all the way down, framing the front foot. Sweep that right leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog here. Anything that feels good here. I like to just kind of bend my knee and let that blood rush into the hip. If you like wild thing, this is a great place for it. And then as you're ready, make your way to that center plank. Lower down as you like. Inhale, lift the heart and the feet. Exhale, lower down. Downward facing dog or child's pose again. 3 breaths. Fully in, fully arrived, fully committed. As you're ready, make your way to the front of your mat. Step, hop, float. Flat back on your inhale. And exhale, fold. Go ahead and sink the hips down as you rise up straight into your chair pose. And then take those 3 little half chairs. As you exhale, sweep the palms down the back, lower and open the heart. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, sweep it down and back. One more, stand tall. And one more, half chair. Hands to the earth. Heel toe the feet out wide. And this time we'll step the right foot back. Did you hear me? I almost forgot what side we were on. So coming into your lizard. And again, you can come into whichever one calls to you here. If you want to stay up on your hands with me, lift through the back knee, hug the left knee in. So you're really squeezing down in the hips and the inner thigh. And then lifting up to the heart to create space for the length of your neck. And then the second option, taking your left elbow underneath that left thigh. Perhaps floating onto your fingertips here. Perhaps floating the fingertips entirely. Still hugging that left knee in. Breathe fully. And exhale, release. Heel toeing your left foot to center, lower the right knee. Find your half split. Steadying the breath. Find where in the body you're collecting that tension. There's heat building in this sequence. And if we need to let it go, open your mouth, take out a big exhale. Walk it forward. Here we are, making our way to warrior 2. Lifting the back knee, spin the heel down, open it up. Nice job. Softening your shoulders. Deepening the hinge in the front knee. The front hip by leaning the left knee out. We'll take those dancing reverse here. Flip the front palm, straighten and lean on back. And exhale, warrior 2. Again, inhale. And exhale. Left elbow down, right elbow high. Again, all the same options apply. You can move your way gently through them. You can stay somewhere in the center. Find a little softness and a smile on your face. Last exhale here. Inhale, reach that arm high. Exhale, round it down. 3-legged dog, left leg high. Again, taking whatever you need here. Make your way to your downward facing dog, maybe through a flow, maybe you skip it. Breathe in fully. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, let it go, lion roar. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, shoulders up and over the wrists. Inhale, sweep it up and back. And exhale, under you. Again, this time we're going to cross it all the way under you. So come to the inner arch of the left foot. Step the right foot across. Maybe the left hand comes up. Lift through the hips. Maybe the left arm comes up over the head, allowing kind of a little bit of a spill over here. As you round your left hand down, set up for a pigeon pose. Right knee behind your right wrist. You can take your traditional extended pigeon if that is your favorite. I really enjoy bending into my left knee for deer pose, or taking it all the way on your back, in which case your right foot would be hugging to your chest. Whichever option you choose, allow yourself to fully settle in and take the time to get there. With each breath, softening, letting go of a little bit more of that control over your limbs, your muscles, everything, just let the body surrender. Perhaps the heart will follow. Slow and steady. As you're ready, take one more deep breath here and start to lift your way up. Roll to the outside of your right hip, both hands in that direction. Left knee bends, so you can just rock your knees up and over a few times. Lift through the heart. And when you're ready, come on back to the front of your mat. Step both feet back to your plank. And make your way to downward facing dog. You can take the flow if you still need a little bit more of that movement. Or allow the body to move steadily. Setting up for your left side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Take your time. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, crossing it under you. Right hand up. Rounding it down. And setting up for your pigeon on the left side. Again, any options. You don't even have to do the same thing you did on the other side. Give each part of you the permission that it desires, right? Like, you don't need it from anybody but yourself. To settle a little bit more deeply into softness and grace. Trust that the support will be there. Very gently. Take one more slow, deep breath. Let it go. Lifting yourself up. Lean into the outside of your left hip. Bend into your knees. And again, just this rock up and over. Really gentle and juicy in the hips. And from here, we're just going to sweep the feet around to the front of the mat. And take your release your hands to your thighs and just kind of help roll some of the meatier bits a little bit out. You don't need to be, forceful with it, but just a little bit so you can feel your sit bones kind of root down. Take a little bend into your knees. Sit up really, really tall here. And feel the toes reaching back toward the shin. So there's a lot of kind of length happening in the back of the legs, even with the knees bent. Take your hands and slide them underneath your knees. So your belly's coming down to your thighs. And rather than rounding into the back, think about leaning your heart toward your toes. And breathe in here. So lift and lengthen the spine. Hug the belly to the thighs. Breathe deep into the low back. And as you draw the belly into the spine, supporting yourself there, maybe you stay right here as you gently soften just a little. Maybe the knees start to straighten as your hips inch a little bit back. Anywhere along the way here is a perfect place to be. Wherever you land, try to be there for 3 solid breaths. And as you release, slide the hands out from underneath your knees, lift yourself up, and slowly come on down to your back. Bending your knees to your chest, rocking side to side. Open the soles of the feet up to the sky for happy baby. Reach for the calves, the ankles, maybe even the outsides of your feet, wherever feels right for you. Just allow the legs to kind of let go of running the show. Any movement happening is being more or less guided by the arms and the rocking of yourself side to side. And when you feel ready to release that, let the knees again come together. Let the spine know stillness. Maybe let the feet come to the mat. And allow your body to feel the earth supporting you, holding you. And you choose here. If there's one last shape calling to you, please go into that. Even if it doesn't have a fancy yoga name, just allow yourself to move in whatever way it feels called to move. And if nothing comes to mind right away, then take that signal for your body to move into rest. Extending the legs long, opening the palms toward the sky, feeling the shoulder blades glide more deeply underneath you. And if you like, open your eyes, take in your surroundings from a new perspective, and take a deep, full breath in. Open your mouth, let everything go. From here, rest easy and soften. Let the eyes drift close. The tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Let your warmth of your chest start to spread over the entire body. Feel the weight and the density of your hips, the legs, strong muscles wrapping around the bones and releasing. Feet falling away from each other, whole body resting and receiving. If you would like to join the last few minutes of your class today in your seated meditation, please feel free to come out a little early here. And if you'd like to stay resting in Shavasana For the last 5 minutes, please stay. If you find yourself in a seat, notice the thoughts coming and going without the need to attach or hitch a ride with them. Just watching them come and go, feeling the breath enter and leave. If you're still in your Shavasana, please begin to deepen your breath. Eventually, you'll curl yourself up onto your favorite side and join us in a tall seat. Gently begin to gather your palms together in front of your heart. Take a very, very, very big inhale through your nose. Big sigh, audible, let it out. Bow your chin to your chest, honoring the light deeper than yourself and the stillness within. Honor all that your practice sheds light on, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. May everyone everywhere be happy, healthy, and free from harm. And may the blessings we receive from our practice help us to spread that happiness and freedom for all. Thanks so much for joining me today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be with you. Thank you so much for joining me.